www.chatbout.net.
Everything is everything when everything are going good. The richness of Jamaica easily understood. The pilgrims, the culture, come in and find out. Everything is everything when everybody chat about. For Jamaica energy just a flow. Everything.
Coach Stephen Francis, you have had several gold medalists. Tell me your preference, or which ones mean most to you?
All of them, I mean, 1073 by Shelly-Ann, which is probably the fastest untainted time in the world. Ever. Asafa, I think, but probably the best he had was Asafa's performance. In that he managed this time around to run to his potential. I mean, he was injured and so on. He's not really at full fitness, but he managed to run his best ever final. And even though he was injured and he had been injured for 3 months, but so I mean, I think that is probably the biggest relief for me, because I think he has now turned a corner, and if we can keep him healthy, then I think he will do much better performances in finals in the future.
One last question for me. As an expert, somebody does this every day. How do you respond emotionally to 1919?
You don't. You don't. But as I tell people, life has a way of evening things out. I mean, 2 years ago, Roger Federer was unbeatable. Nobody could even think that there would come a day when he would be losing these opens. And 1 year later, Nadal made a big surge, and you never know how these things are. And you can look at the future now and look and be despondent, but it's sport, and in sport, things change very, very, very rapidly. So once you understand that, you will always have hope.
But do you still look at that number and go, my God?
But right now, I mean, people have no hope. But when Asafa first started to run, people couldn't believe that somebody could be running 9.8 and 9.7 that regularly.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, if you're not running 9.7, you're not running anything. So, I mean, going there, I'm sure we'll produce a slew of similar performances. Because once human beings achieve something, it tends to be a lot easier on everybody else. So, I don't think we have to worry much about things will change, people will motivate themselves differently. Maybe he's just a secretariat and just has a heart 3 times as big as everybody else or whatever, but I think not, and I think that you'll find that in the future things will even out.
You put that in a way American readers can relate to, so thank you for that. Thanks, Mr. Clary, New York Times, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stephen, you said I spoke to you around a couple of days before the 100 meters, and you're wondering which Asafa would turn up today.
Yeah. I was hoping that the Asafa we're trying to bring forward would be the one that would turn up, and luckily that's the one that turned up. Yeah.
Asafa thinks he can break that world record.
I know that if he stays healthy. If he would have trained in March, April, May, and June this year, he would have run a whole lot faster. I don't know if he can run 9.5, but I know he would have been able to run a lot faster. Yeah.
Okay. Melanie's world championship record. Your comments on that?
I was a bit disappointed that she didn't run the world record, because I thought she could yesterday from in the heat, in the semi-finals of her event. I mean, when she ran 53.2. But hopefully she get other shots at it. But you can't complain. She's Olympic and world champion, and I'm sure she's very happy, and I'm very happy with her performance.
You have some youngsters that have performed very creditable at these championships. I was very pleased to see Anisha reaching her first senior championship final. Your comments on that?
I mean, what can I say? As I said before, that's my proudest moment this year, my happiest moment. and I'm hoping that she's going to make me happier in the final. You know, reaching this final is around 22.5 is big, and Anisha's such a nice girl, and you know, I'm sure she must have been frustrated over the years by the fact that she couldn't match her PB, which occurred in 2002, and the fact that, you know, she looked at other people who had moved on past her and so on. And I think now she has gotten some hope, and I think in a year she can be close to be the best 200 meter runner in the world. Once she's motivated to do the things that she has to do to make sure it happens. And I'm hoping that this provides all the motivation that she needs to make sure that happens, because I think she's a year away from being a 21-something runner.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Stephen, I know you're not going to indulge any secret. What is it that keeps these athletes motivated to work with you? So the hard work and the frustrations, sometimes the conflicts that happen between you and the administration.
Well, I think the thing is that most of these athletes come to me at a point where there is either very little or no expectation from them or of them, or their performances weren't very good to stay with. I mean, they were partially unwanted in the first place, and they believe that the work at MVP is what brought them to prominence in the first place. So I think they are loyal. I think over the years they have come to understand the value of direction, of the fact that, you know, their best interest lies if they do what I advise them to do. You know, as they say, I've heard one of them say, look here, our choice is very simple. We either follow what coach says and do well, or we don't follow him and do rubbish. Yeah, and I think most of them decide that they will follow what coach says. So.
Okay. Your comments on Usain Bolt's double world record?
I can't comment anything on anybody hasn't said. I mean, it's a fantastic personal achievement for him. I mean, it's I don't know if anybody should be surprised after Beijing last year, but you know, I wish him all the best and congratulate him, and I hope that he will continue to be healthy and to be able to run and just to entertain and surprise people.
Okay, thank you, Stephen.
Culture, come in and find out. Everything is everything when everybody chat about Jamaica energy just a flow. Everything and everything you need to know. When it comes to the information, you know how we run the route. Everybody come together cause everybody chat about